Claire is going to demonstrate the standing posture check. This will help you become more aware of the correct alignment for your body when you're in a standing position. Along with the exercises and stretches from this programme, it will help you to bring your posture back into alignment after pregnancy. We're going to begin at the feet and work our way up because a lot of postural changes begin from the feet. We're going to start with our feet at hip width distance apart, and we're going to slowly start rocking from side to side, into the left side, into the right side. The reason for doing this is because we want to become aware of how it feels to have too much weight in one side of the body than on the other. After pregnancy, a lot of ladies stand to one side on one hip, and we want to correct that. So I want you to slow this down until we become central across left and right sides. Then we're going to do the same kind of movement but forward and back. So we're going to rock all of our weight into our toes and then all of it into the heels. Toes and heels. If you are somebody who stands with a lot of their weight in the front of the foot, for example, this will feel quite uncomfortable or quite strange to you when you stop and place your weight central across the triangle of your foot. But bear with this, you are training your body to stand correctly. The weight should be distributed evenly across the triangle of your foot. That's the heel, the pad of the big toe and the pad of the little toe. Then we're going to take the attention onto the knees, and we're going to make sure that the knees are not hyperextended, so they're not pushed backwards past their normal range. So make sure they're quite soft, they're not bent, they're just soft. Then we're going to take the attention onto the pelvis, which is the biggest change that takes place usually during pregnancy. And it leaves us with an anterior tilt of the pelvis. The pelvis can shift forward, creating an anterior tilt here, or we can develop a sway back position, again increasing this curve. So what we want to make sure we are aligning is the hip bone and the pubic bone. So here's the hip bone and then the pubic bone. So if we place our heel of our hand on our hip bone, the fingertips on the pubic bone, and align these two areas so we don't have the fingers too far in front of the thumbs and the thumbs aren't too far in front of behind the fingers. So we're going to now start rocking the pelvis forwards and backwards. Forwards, increasing this curve, and backwards, flattening the lower spine. Imagine your pelvis is a bucket of water and it's full to the brim. As you tilt your pelvis forwards, all of the water is spilling out the front. And as you tilt backwards, it's all spilling out the back. We're going to make sure we slow this rocking down until we are central and we have a neutral curve of the lower back. There's no tucking the tailbone under, there's no overarching the back. We are then going to take the attention onto the bottom ribs. We don't want any flaring of the bottom ribs because if we flare, if you can show me, we increase the curve here. So drop the bottom rib down so it's in line with the hip bones. Come back to the front, excellent. Now after pregnancy, we tend to have rounding of the shoulders and a tight chest. So we want to help you feel what it is like to bring the shoulders back into alignment. The correct way of doing this is to take the arms out in front of the body, turn the palm face up and then open the arms as wide as you can and drop down. And then relax the shoulders away from the ears, but do not allow the shoulders to fall back forwards. This may feel really uncomfortable or really strange to you if you do have a tight chest. Bear with this position. Inhale, and with every exhalation you're relaxing your shoulders down. If your shoulders are rounded, you would notice that your palms face backwards. So when they're in the correct position, your palms should just face towards your body or slightly forwards. Make sure as the shoulders draw back, you do not start to flare the bottom rib. Next is the chin. We want to tuck the chin in. If we turn to the side after pregnancy, especially if you're someone who has rounded shoulders, we tend to get a forward head position where the ear comes out of alignment with the shoulder. So if we tuck the chin in, stand tall, make sure that as you stand tall you don't flare the bottom rib, then our ear will be correctly aligned. So from the side now, you should notice that the ear is aligned with the shoulder, shoulder is aligned with the hip, hip is aligned with the knee, and knee is aligned with the ankle. Not too much of a curve here, just neutral, and bottom rib is down. Inhale and exhale and relax in that position and train your body to stand like this every day.